Good morning all of you. Welcome to my YouTube channel Manu Sir's Institute. Today I am going to teach you about number system. After this we will start chapter 1. Okay. Number system means basically it includes all the numbers which we are using in our daily life or which we are studied in our previous classes. Okay. So in number system, first number starts with natural numbers. So first I will give the definition of natural number, then I will explain what it is. Natural number means all counting number which starts from 1. All counting numbers are called as natural number. Okay, all counting numbers which starts from 1 are called as natural number. Example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and all. Okay, the numbers which start from 1 are called as natural number. Remember this. Okay, second, whole number. Whole numbers which start from 0. Okay, it is also we can say all counting numbers are called as whole number, but this whole number starts from 0. Okay, the first whole number is 0, remember. So examples are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means from here all the numbers are natural number. Only 0 is the extra number which comes in whole number. Okay, so whole number starts from 0. From 0 all the numbers are called as whole number. Remember this. Next, after whole number, even number. Even number means the number which are divisible by 2. The numbers which are divisible by 2 are called as even number. Those numbers which we can divide by 2 are only called as even number. Example 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and all. Okay, like we can say the numbers which come in 2 table, which always appears in 2 tables, are called as even number, like 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10 and so on. Understood? Even numbers which divided by 2 are called as even number. Next is odd numbers. Odd numbers, it is denoted by O, even number is denoted by E, whole number is denoted by W and natural number is denoted by capital N. These are the symbols of these numbers, remember. Okay, so now odd number. Odd number means the numbers which are not divisible by 2 are called as odd numbers. Okay, those numbers which we cannot divide by 2 are called as odd numbers. Example, we will see. Examples are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These numbers we can't divide by 2, remember. Okay, these numbers will not be divisible by 2. That's why these are called as odd numbers. Okay, after this, prime numbers. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers you might have studied in your 6th and 7th classes. The numbers which have only 2 factors. Okay, those numbers which have only 2 factors are called as prime numbers. 2 factors means 1 and itself. Okay, what are factors? Factors I will just explain. 1 or 2 examples I will tell you about factors. Suppose I will write 4. 4 is divisible by 1, 2 and 4. Okay, so 4 has 3 factors. Are you getting? Suppose I will write 6. 6 appears in which of the table? 1 table, 1 6 ja 6, 2 3 ja 6, 3 2 ja 6 and 6 1 ja 6. So it has 4 factors. Are you getting? Suppose I will write 9. 9 comes in 1 table, 3 table and 9 table. So it has 3 factors. These are called as factors. Okay. So these are not taken as prime numbers. What are prime numbers? Just now I said which have only 2 factors. 1 and itself. Itself means वो खुद होगा, वो खुद का नंबर जब रहेगा उस टेबल में, those are called as prime numbers. Okay, like 3, 1 and 3. Okay, like 5 has only 2 factors, 1 and 5. It comes in one table and itself stable. Like 7 is also a prime number. You getting? So what are prime number? The numbers which have only 2 factors, that is 1 and itself. Okay, are called as prime numbers. Example 2 comes in one table, 2 tables. So 2 is only even prime. This is even number, also prime number. Okay, rest all are odd primes. Are you getting? Be attentive. Only 2 is the even prime, rest all are odd prime. and this is the first prime number. 1 is neither prime nor composite. 1 is neither prime nor composite, remember. Okay, after prime number, composite numbers. Composite numbers, the numbers which have more than 2 factors. The numbers which have more than 2 factors means those which are not prime number, they are called as composite number. So which number is missing here? 4. 4 will be a composite number. Which number is missing? 6. 6 is a composite number. 8 is a composite number. 9 is a composite number. 10 is a composite number. Okay, why? These have more than 2 factors. Are you getting? More than 2 factors. It has 3 factors. 6 has 4 factors. 9 has 3 factors. So these numbers are not prime, but these are composite number. Okay. Okay. Next is integers. Integers symbol is Z. Okay. So all the number comes under integer along with 0. All whole number, natural number, everything comes under integer along with 0, but it must include either positive or negative sign. Okay, integers are whole numbers containing either positive or negative sign. Positive or negative sign. Example, -4 is integer, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. These all contains positive sign. Okay, so all the numbers comes under integer. It must have either negative or positive sign along with 0. These are called as integers. We can find these integers on a number line. Okay, next is rational numbers. Okay, the numbers which are written in the form of p by q and q must not be equals to 0 are called as rational numbers. Example, -2 by 3. Is it in the form of p by q? P means it should be numerator, q means denominator. Again it is in the form of p by q. Again it is in the form of p by q. Again it is in the form of p by q. So the numbers which are in the form of p by q are called as rational numbers. But q should not be equals to 0. Okay, q should not be equals to 0. Why? Because 2 divided by 0 is not 0. We cannot define. Again 4 divided by 0 also not 0. We cannot define. We won't able to get any value by dividing 0. It is infinite or not defined. That's why q should not be equals to 0. There must be some number in the denominator. Either if I will write 4, suppose I will write 4. This is also a rational number. How? We can write it in the denominator 1. Okay, like -5. This is also a rational number. We can write 1 in the denominator. If there is a number without any denominator, you can mention 1 in the denominator. Okay, suppose -4, you can write 1 in the denominator. That means all the numbers will be rational number if they can be represented in the form of p by q. Regarding, okay, next, irrational number. What are irrational number? A number is called irrational if it cannot be represented in the form of p by q. Okay, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0. So those numbers which cannot be represented in the form of p by q are called as irrational number. Like root 2, when we will find the value of root 2, the value is always, it is go on continue. Okay, root 3, value of pi is 3.147 and so on. Okay, like this value is continued. 0.0202002000, we don't know what will be the last number. So these number cannot be represented in the form of p by q. Simple numbers only can be represented. Like suppose 0.245 I will write. We can write 245 divided by 1000. As after decimal 3 numbers is there, we can put 3 zeros for them. Suppose we will write 10.21. This also can be represented in the form of p by q. But suppose I will write 0.020020002 and so on. These numbers cannot be represented in the form of p by q. These type of numbers are called as irrational numbers. Okay, last, real number. Real number you will discuss it in the higher classes. Still I am explaining what are real number. It is the combination of rational and irrational numbers in the number system. Okay, in real number both rational number will come and irrational numbers will be come. Okay, so these numbers are called as real number. Like natural number are also real number, whole number is real number, decimal numbers are real number, and fractions also can be called as real number. So all the number system comes under real number. Understood? Now we will start our chapter 1 from that exercise 1.1. In this exercise, the first question is given that is 0 a rational number? Can you write it in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0. So we will just rewind our definition of rational number. In the rational number, it was given that a number is a rational number if it can be represented in the form of p by q. Any number can be rational number if it can be represented in the form of p by q. This is the definition of rational number. So we will write, yes, 0 is a rational number. Okay, how? So it is asking, can you write it in the form of p by q? We wrote our statement that yes, 0 is a rational number. Okay, but it is asking, can you write it in the form of p by q? Yes, we can write it in the form of p by q. 0 by 1 we can write, 0 by 2 we can write, 0 divided by 3, 0 divided by 4, 0 divided by 100, anything we can write, 0 divided by 200. Okay, so all the denominators, this is written in the form of p by q. P is numerator, all the numerators are 0. Q is denominator, everything is numbers, all the denominators are number, where q is not equals to 0. This also satisfies the condition. Okay, and if we will divide all the number, the result will be 0 only. So 0 is a rational number, yes, and it can be represented in the form of p by q. P by q, all the numbers are represented in the form of p by q. Next question. In question number 2, it is given, find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Okay, so first of all we will convert this number in the rational form, because these are represented in the form of natural or whole number. Natural number which starts from 1, whole number which starts from 0. So both are natural or whole number. But first of all we will convert it in the form of rational. 3 divided by 1 and 4 divided by 1. Now these are in the form of rational number. Okay, as I said already that any number is given in that denominator is not mentioned, means you can write 1. Any number divided by 1 can be represented in the form of rational number. Okay, so now our number has been converted into rational number. Now the question is given, we have to find out 6 rational numbers. We have to find out 6 rational numbers which are lying between these two. Okay, so there are 2 methods for solving this question. I will explain both the methods. Okay, so I will start with first method. We have represented 3 by 1, 4 by 1 in the rational number form. Okay, now we will find out 6 rational numbers between these two. In the first method, what you have to do, you write both the number in this way. Okay, you have to just make its denominator same. The denominators are already 1. You multiply any number to them, but if the denominators will be different, then you have to think and multiply such a value which will make the denominator same. Okay, what I am saying I will explain you with the examples, don't worry. So now I will multiply, suppose I will multiply 4 by 4. Okay, same numbers I am multiplying to both the rational number. 3 4 ja 12, 4 1 ja 4, 4 4 ja 16, 4 1 ja 4. So the 2 new rational numbers I got, 12 by 4 and 16 by 4. 12 by 4 and 16 by 4. In between them 3 rational numbers are there. 13 by 4, 14 by 4, 15 by 4 and 16 by 4. These are our question, and these are the 3 rational number which we got in between them. So how many rational number we have to find out? 6 rational numbers we have to find out, but we have got only 3 rational number. That means we have to multiply some other number to them. Okay, once again I will write 3 by 1, 4 by 1. Now I will multiply. Think about little bigger value. Suppose I will multiply 10. So to both the numbers I will multiply 10 by 10, 30 by 10, and here I will get 40 by 10. So my 2 new rational numbers are 30 by 10 and 40 by 10. Now how many rational numbers are there between them? This is the question which we have. After them, 31 by 10, 32 by 10, 33 by 10, 34 by 10, 35 by 10, 36 by 10. Dotted, what was the question? 40 by 10. There are few more numbers in between them, I am not writing because we have to just write 6 rational numbers lying between these two. Are you getting? This was the question. I have converted it to a new question, 30 by 10 and 40 by 10, and we found 6 rational numbers between 30 by 10 and 40 by 10. This is one of the method which you can solve, which you can use to find out 6 rational number. One more method I will explain. In second method, what you have to do, you have to add both the numbers what is given in the question. Okay, you have to add both the number and you have to divide by 2. Okay, first step 1, I will add both the rational numbers and I will divide them by 2. LCM is 1, so no need to worry about it. 3 plus 4 by 2. 3 plus 4 is 7 by 1 by 2. So this can be written as 7 by 1 into, there is no denominator, you can write 1 and write this number in the reverse order. 2 by 1 will become 1 by 2 when it will come in multiplication. 7 by 2. 7 ones are 7, 2 ones are 2. This is our first rational number. Okay, this is the first rational number we got. In between them 6 more we have to find out, 5 more we have to find out. Second rational number. Okay, second rational number. How to find out second rational number? Now what you have to do, you have to add the first number from the question and the rational number which you got now. Okay, and again you divide by 2. Okay, now what you have to do, there are two different numbers here in the denominator. Here there was 1 in the denominator, so LCM is 1, but here LCM will be 2. So what you do, you just cross multiply the number. 3 2s are 6, 7 1s are 7 by 2 whole divided by 2. Okay, there is nothing in the denominator, so we can write 1. 6 plus 7 13 by 2 into, reverse it, 1 by 2, so 13 by 4. This is second rational number. Okay, first rational number we got in between these two, second rational number in between these two. Okay, now third rational number. Third rational number, what you have to do, the second value from question, 4 by 1, plus the first rational number which you got, add it, divide by 2. Okay, again cross multiply. 8 7 1s are 7 divided by 2 whole divided by 2. Okay, so there is nothing, so we will write 2 by 1. Now 8 plus 7 is 15 by 2 into 1 by 2, it will be 15 by 4. Okay, this is our third rational number. Are you getting? So first of all, what I have done, this is the question we have. Okay, we will add it, divide by 2, whatever the result we are getting at last by solving, that is our first rational number. Second, the first value from question and the first rational number which we got, that one we will divide and we will find out its average, dividing by 2. Okay, after solving everything we will get the second rational number. Okay, again third rational number, whatever is the second value from the question and the first rational number, that we will add. Okay, and we will divide by 2. So how you will find out so many rational number, you just add whatever results you are getting, you just add those results and divide by 2. You add the question and divide by 2, you will get a new rational number. Okay, fifth rational number. In the fifth rational number, I will add 7 by 2 plus 15 by 4. Okay, and divide by 2. So cross multiply. 7 4s are 28, 15 2s are 30, 2 4s are 8 whole divided by 2 divided by 1. 28 plus 30 is 58 divided by 8, 1 by 2, cancel. You can directly cancel here. 29. So your new rational number is 29 by 8. This is your fifth rational number. Are you getting? This is the second method, which is little lengthier one, so you better use the first method which I have explained you. You just multiply such a number to them make the denominator same. That is what you have to do. Okay, next question. In question number 3, it is given again. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. In the previous question, the number was not represented in the form of p by q, but in this question, the numbers are already represented in the form of p by q, so it won't be so much difficult. Now what I said, you have to just make the denominator same. Already the denominators are same, so it is more easier. Okay, if the denominators are different, then you have to multiply such a number which will make their denominators common. Okay, but already the denominators are same, so we will multiply any number whichever comes in the table. Okay, so I will multiply, suppose 5 by 5. Multiply same number to both the rational numbers. 5 3 is 15 by 25, 5 4 is 20 by 25. Okay, how many rational numbers between them? 16 by 25. After 15 by 25, next number is 16 by 25, 17 by 25, 18 by 25, 19 by 25. How many rational numbers we got? Only 4 we got. But how many we have to find out? 5 rational numbers we have to find out. So something else, some other number we will multiply. So I will multiply now. You can multiply 7 by 7. Okay, which will give you little bigger numbers. 21 by 35, and here 28 by 35. Now how many rational numbers between them? After 21, 22 by 35, 23 by 35, 24 by 35, 25 by 35, and 26 by 35. One more number is there, 27, but how many it was asked in the question? Only 5 rational number it is asked, so only 5 rational numbers we will write. This is your answer. Are you getting? So you arrange the question and write it. Your last step should be, this was your question, 22 by 35, 23 by 35, 24 by 35, 25 by 35, 26 by 35, and 28 by 35. You put a dot here because one number is missing. Okay, these are the 5 rational numbers which it was asked in the question. Next question. In question number 4, it is given, state whether the statements are true or false. Okay, the question is given, some statements are given in the question. We have to tell whether they are true or false. Okay, first bit. In the first bit, the question is given, every natural number is a whole number. Okay, we have to say whether it is, the statement is true or false, whether every natural number is a whole number. Okay, so we know the definition, all natural number starts from 1. Okay, the numbers which starts from 1 are called as natural number. What are whole number? The numbers which starts from 0 are called as whole number. Okay, now it is asking, every natural number is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. Can you see? All the natural numbers are there in whole number. Whole number consists only one extra number, that is 0. Okay, instead of natural number, whole number contains only one extra number, that is 0. But the rest all numbers are natural number because it is given in the statement. So the statement is, yes, it is true. Are you getting? Every natural number is a whole number. Yes, every natural number is a whole number. Okay, next bit. Okay, in the second bit, the question is given, every integer is a whole number. It is asking whether every integer is a whole number or not. Okay, so I am writing few integers here so that you will able to understand, and I am writing whole number 2, 3, 4 dotted. Okay, now every integer is a whole number. These are integers. Okay, in integer the number is 0 is also there, positive numbers are present, negative numbers are also there, but in whole number starts from only 0. It does not carry negative value, but integer carries negative value too. Okay, so every integer, from here integers are whole number, yes, we can say, but every integer, can it be whole number? No, because negative numbers are not present in whole number. Are you getting? So every integer is a whole number. No, it is false. The statement is false. Every integer cannot be whole number. Positive integers can be whole number because from 0 all the numbers are positive number, and in whole number from 0 all the numbers are positive number, but negative number it does not contain. So negative number integer have which are not whole number. So every integer cannot be a whole number, but every whole number can be integer. That statement we can write true. Okay, next, third bit. Every rational number is a whole number. It is asking every rational number is a whole number. Okay, I am writing few rational numbers: 2 by 3, 4 by 5, 7 by 9, 8 by 20, and etc. Okay, what are whole number? Whole number are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 dotted. You can see here it shows that rational numbers are represented in the form of p by q, numerator and denominator, but whole numbers are only simple number without any denominator. Yes, whole number can be made as rational number by dividing 1 everywhere. Okay, whole number can be made as rational number, but rational number cannot be converted into whole number. So every rational number is not a whole number. This statement also false. Are you getting? Whole number can be converted into rational number by dividing 1 in the denominator, but rational number cannot be converted into whole number because in the denominator they are having p by q form. Okay, there are so many numbers in the denominator. Are you getting? So it is very easy to identify which one is whole number, which one is rational number. So for learning these things, you just see my video where I have given all the definition about number system, which will help you for this exercise. Thank you all of you.